Theresa here from theresamonro.com, and I want to tell you guys about something really cool. It has to do with a certain amount of healing that is targeted towards so they're telling me to watch the wording on this because I just did a video talking about how manifestation is the new form of healing. There are, for certain people, we all have like subconscious beliefs that determine our reality, and you'll see that in your external world quite often. But something that I have done on, let me see, 3 separate occasions now, I've done this special work for myself. I did this, let me see, it was June, I think it was June 2016 was the first time I went through and I found about 30 different subconscious beliefs in and around manifestation, and I tested myself to see whether or not my body believed certain positive ones, certain negative ones, and around like how I had finances. And I went through and I replaced the ones that weren't working with other positive affirmations, and was testing my body to see, whether or not the positive affirmations were true or not. What I found was it took my body that first time about 3 weeks to process through that. Now, the first time that happened, and that was physically targeted for manifestation, abundance, finances, career taking off, and all of that. It wasn't around love. It was specifically targeted for money, although the two are often tied. When I did that work and I brought in the rays of light for my own healing, about 3 weeks later is when I had like one of the biggest breakthroughs in my career. That particular first month was a 5-figure month. My first month out of the gate where I had my business. Like, it's unheard of. I had, when I launched my channel, I had within like 12 hours, I had over 2,000 subscribers. So, and that was just, it was just pretty intense because, Spirit had come to me that day. Some of you have heard that story. Spirit said, here's what you need to call your video. Here's the name of your channel. It was a Thursday night, and they said, you have until the end of Sunday to get it up. And oh, by the way, we're going to turn up the internal pressure cooker until you get it done. Oh, I think it was actually in May, when I did it. Was it May? Yeah, I think it was more, may have been May. Anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's April or May of 2016 when all of that really, really took off. So that was the first time that I saw it and played with the abundance stuff and really saw how subconscious beliefs, when you get to the real core of it, there's really only one subconscious belief, but there's 30 kind of surrounding it. And but if you get to the core of it, the rest of it kind of crumbles. That can be a bit intense for people because your whole life will change in a myriad of ways. So anyway, what I found is if you work with these 30, it's a little bit easier for any kind of abundance to come in. So that's pretty cool. The second time I did it, what did I manifest the second time? That was my second highest grossing month that I've ever had, because it took my body about 6 weeks to process all of the subconscious beliefs and things like that, because sometimes the physical body and the cellular memory have to clear out for the new conscious beliefs to be able to show up in your external reality. It's always your internal reality first. But that was my second highest grossing month. That was also the month where one of my videos went viral and within 24 hours had over 30,000 views on it after I put it out. So it's just how things are in alignment. The third time I used it, I tied my second highest grossing month, and I made that money in an hour. So it's, I don't do these things to make money, but I can tell you that there are ways to be really in alignment with it. And with alignment, it comes with, they're talking about like vibrational alignment, but they're also talking about your heart line, which is your connection to source, which is why you see in my one-to-ones right now, strengthening your connection to source is what brings in the miracles. So that's, kind of part of it. But I've only used those particular methods on me. I haven't ever used them on somebody else before. So what I wanted to do is get on here and see if you guys are interested in something like that. It's something that I would offer for right around $1.99. And, you know, if you're part of my monthly healing membership, you would get a discount off of that. But it's going for about $1.99. I'm just going to try it once. I don't know if I want to do it again. And so we're going to do it all as a group and have a Facebook group where you've got some support where you can ask questions. So what will happen is that for everybody that decides to join, and we have until, I don't know, I haven't set a date for it yet. Maybe it doesn't have to have a date set for it, but for those who participate, you've got a support group on Facebook to be able to be in there, and we can discuss what's happening in our changes and stuff like that, and where we can celebrate when things really shift for you in terms of financial abundance in your business and stuff like that, because it is something targeted specifically around money. People have huge inheritances that show up out of the blue. People have their businesses take off. People have these raises, money that just falls out of the air. If you've been thinking about a business, you'll have people that come up to you and are like, hey, have you ever thought about doing this? And you're like, well, yes, actually I did. And those are people that are ready to pay. So those sorts of things. If you want me to work with your subconscious with these 30 different subconscious beliefs, to, you know, empower the subconscious in that way in terms of that, it'll be $1.99, and it'll include 30 days of light to support your body during the transition. Now, different people transform in different ways. Some people transform over months. I know for me, each time has been between 3 and 6 weeks to see stuff, but I tend, my body tends to shift things really quickly. It's all about like how you support yourself through food. It'll be at the pace that's comfortable for you, depending on what's happening in your life. So I can't promise you in terms of a time frame, but we can talk about time frames. If you go really fast and you talk to spirit about that, that can be intense and uncomfortable. But if you choose, okay, have this happen at a rate that's comfortable for me, it'll be, you know, it'll be fine. And then it's more comfortable, the changes. But that's something I thought I would offer you. And this is something I'm only going to do once. I think I'm going to offer it through, I don't know, maybe through over the next 2 weeks. I know you guys are busy on love right now, but money is soon to be a big thing for the spring and the summer and things like that. But I thought I would play with this if you wanted. Because something that happens also really quickly is if you work with me in a one-to-one, people tend to manifest sometimes exactly what they're wanting before the session's over, but almost always within about a month. And that's something different that I'm talking about, though. We bring in the rays of light where we have a powwow session, and I teach you how to call in what it is that you want, and the beings of light are present with you, and they are tending to your vortex, as they will say. So, but that's something that we'll be tending to in terms of if you sign up for the $1.99 like single use session, and they're like, Spirit's like, what are we gonna call this? I don't even know what to call it, but we'll figure it out. I'll put the link down below, though. I also, if you need something that's a smaller price point, I have an abundance spray that I can send to you. It's unscented. It's infused with the rays of light that you need for manifestation and abundance and bringing in cash. And it's one that you spray it. So, and that one's just $22, and I, send it off to you if you need a smaller price point. But anyway, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to get to connect. If you have questions, get in touch. But yeah, that's something I'm gonna only try for a certain period of time, and to see how it works with you guys. Will be the test group for that. So awesome. Lots of love to you guys. Bye.